I've had a pretty interesting last week in terms of perfume rotation. I've tested a few samples that I had already begun trying, as well as some bottles I've had for a long time. I bought a new bottle of perfume, and my perfume scent of the week, which I guess I'll talk about first, was Eau Sauvage Parfum from Christian Dior. This is, to be quite specific, the 2017 version of this particular perfume. For those who aren't too familiar, Christian Dior released a parfum version of the classic Eau Sauvage back in 2012. What that looked like was exactly like this, but this part of the label was black. So all of this was all black, and it smelled slightly different to this. I've done a comparison video between both versions, which I'll link to here. But essentially, it kind of kept a lot of the spirit of the 2012 version, and just sort of brightened it up a little bit, maybe added some elements of the original EDT, which, to my nose and my personal opinion, basically made this a little bit more versatile, able to be worn, I guess, in more different circumstances, more suited to slightly warmer weather. That original 2012 version was very dark, and resinous myrrh was a big part of that perfume. And as beautiful as it was, you couldn't, well, I couldn't wear it in the type of weather we've had this week. Whereas this one, I can. There's definitely a brightness to the opening, there's probably more citruses in the opening, and the resin, instead of being myrrh, is elemi, which has some kind of brighter characteristics compared to myrrh. All of that, pretty much amounts to the fact that I still love this version of Eau Sauvage Parfum, and I wore it all week. And did I realize something about it wearing it every day for the last 7 days? I have to say, with this one here, the best part of this perfume is when you first spray it on and just realize how good of a smell it is, how well constructed a perfume it is. Nothing really quite comes close to smelling how Eau Sauvage Parfum smells, in my opinion. The danger, and I say danger in a kind of more flippant way, the danger of wearing this as a perfume every day, as a proper signature perfume, which I found in the last 7 days, is that I kind of got a little bit bored of it after about the fourth or fifth day. Even though each morning it's weird. When I sprayed it on initially each day, I had that same reaction. God, this smells really good. But by the fourth or the fifth day, I kind of just started to wish or look forward to the next perfume that I was going to wear. So it made me realize that Eau Sauvage Parfum, as much as I love it, it is the kind of scent profile that I would probably get bored of wearing very often. And it's very much, to me, now become like an occasional perfume to look forward to, or maybe just wearing for like a slightly more special occasion than an everyday wear. So that was my experience with this week's scent of the week, and it's been so far. We're at the end of January. And so far, this experiment of wearing one perfume each day for a week has thrown up a few interesting insights and results. So yeah. Anyway, I will now move on to the samples that I tried this week, and I'll leave my kind of favorite thing to last. So I wore Virginia Tobacco Barn by Chronotopes Perfume Cardamatics, and the name of the brand that this is created for, I'll leave on the screen here as well. This is a really good representation, like it's a really accurate, realistic representation of what I think about when I think about tobacco, and the fact that it's called Virginia Tobacco Barn really evokes that. But for some reason, this just does not stay present on my skin or to my nose. Like, I'm not going to put it down to being really weak on my skin. I could just be anosmic to it. I don't know, because I haven't been able to really have an opportunity to see if other people are still smelling what's on my skin, and I just can't smell it. But it's an issue because I really can't give you a fair opinion on it, other than the fact that it smells really good in the opening, and then I can't smell it anymore. So we'll see what happens as I wear it more, test it more. Then I have a little roll-on. So I need to let you know that this is, in fact, a roll-on application of Thomas de Monaco's Raw Gold Eau de Parfum, and it smells. This is a perfume that, to me, the parts of it smell good, but as a whole does not work for me. There are aspects of this that kind of give me glimpses of my memories of smelling things like Dior Homme Intense and Parfum. I'm not going to sit here and say this smells like those perfumes, because there is this kind of cocoa, iris, leather accords that go into here, and each of them smell good, like when I smell them. But as a composition and as a whole, this perfume just feels like, literally, I mean, to steal a part of the name, it feels a bit raw and unrefined, and I just feel like it is these particular ingredients or materials or chords have been put together, but not actually what they need to use a music a music metaphor is a producer to arrange them in the right order and make a really polished finished product. I don't know. That's just how it comes off on my skin. But the sample that I did enjoy, that I have been enjoying so far, is Santal by Headspace Perfumes. I don't really know I can't quite put my finger on why I like this perfume a lot. But with more wearings, I'm going to sort of sit down and really think about it and eventually do a review of it. But I'm really enjoying Santal by Headspace, and it's made me want to try more from that brand as well. All right. So perfumes from my already existing collection that I wore this week. It's been warm this week. My trusty Mugler cologne. This is my most worn freshie in my whole wardrobe. I've had it for a long time. I am told that the new Mugler cologne Come Together is the closest thing, or supposed to be the replacement for this. So I don't know if anyone out there watching can verify that for me. But I would also like your thoughts on the comparisons between this and Creed Original Vetiver, because I've always known that there is strong similarities between these. some people I know on social media have advocated for Creed Original Vetiver as like a good, if not better, replacement for Mugler cologne. So I'd just like your opinion on that, because I have not tested that Creed really at all. Then midweek, I was wearing Patrick by Fragrances of Ireland, my very favorite warm weather fougere perfume. It's very bright and spicy and mossy, and overall there's a soapiness to it that always makes it feel fresher. So it's definitely not a heavier, darker type of fougere. It's very light green, mossy, and clean. Today I wore from my eau de cologne number 5 this morning. I really like how this is balanced compared to other concentrations of Chanel number 5. The florals for me in this a little slightly more turned down. The base notes come up to sort of an equilibrium between the florals and the slight animalics of this. I think it just is better balanced for me to enjoy wearing compared to other concentrations of eau de cologne. But obviously that version is discontinued. And I'll end this video by showing you the newest purchase, bottle purchase. Now, I have had a decant of Rochas Moustache 1949. So this is the Eau de Toilette edition. This is what the bottle looks like. Now, the reason I kind of compulsively bought this bottle is because I was at the end of my decant of this. It's again another perfume that I like wearing in the summer, which is what we're in right now. It is in that Dior Eau Sauvage Eau de Toilette ballpark. Slight differences. I've done a video review of this one, but the reason I bought a bottle was because there is one of our major pharmacy brands here stock a lot of perfumes, and this 75ml bottle was on sale for less than $30 Australian, and it was kind of a no-brainer to buy this because I already enjoyed the perfume. It was literally no money at all. And look at this bottle. I mean, who can resist a bottle as classy as that? And it smells good. So what more can you ask? That was my week in perfume. It is the 29th of January. There you go. January is already gone, 2024. And I will see you for another weekly rotation, that is. There'll hopefully be a couple of videos between that for February's first weekly rotation. How exciting is that? All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.